Hey guys, Chuck back in Planetbase. Now, since we were last here, I kind of did this little trick of trying to put mines down and delete them to try to clear some space. And I managed to make a little bit of room here, but I couldn't have too much. Maybe I'd need to practice that and get a little better at it. But we got another storage dome out here. I put another canteen in, and although maybe I should have built a bigger canteen. Now, I've been adding up the number of beds, and we have over 100 beds. But I didn't have any beds. Well, no, I have that one down here. So I put another one here. And so I think we should have plenty of beds because that's more than a 1 to 3. And assuming people don't all sleep at the same time, they work shifts and sleep in shifts. So we should have enough that people shouldn't be walking around getting tired. Now, so the main goal is just keeping everybody fed, which leads me to believe maybe I should put another biodome down there instead of another storage. But we're cranking out food at a pretty good amount. Now, still says we're low on storage space. But I don't think we really have any building room left to build more storage domes. So right now, we're just looking at trying to get the numbers up, and that's going to involve getting welfare up. And I think that comes down to, at this point, that we have enough beds for people. They've got their basic needs met. So we look at the grid. Obviously power, it's at nighttime, but we have enough stored. Let's check the incoming transmission. Injured miners. How many injured miners? Well, let's take him and hope we don't run out of medical supplies. Now, that's visitor ship, visitor ship. We got low on power there at night, but I don't think we're ever encountering like major power issues. So I probably don't even need to build more power stuff, but I could. All right, that dorm has been built. Let's jump up there. Who kicked the bucket? And why? If it's some weird asphyxiation, like what'd you do? Like there's air everywhere. So I could probably put some more connections in places. I assume that helps airflow. I'm just assuming that. All right, we have bots. We want bots. Since I think that's going to be one of our struggles, along with trying to grow the population faster than the armed intruders can take them out, is replacing bots faster than they disappear. Now, speaking of bots, we need a constructor to get over here, and it just occurred to me that that dude's going to have like a weird convoluted path to get there, though, to build that. Because I don't really have an airlock over here. Nearest airlock's over here, so somebody's going to have to go around. So I'm assuming a constructor bot will make that trip. Alright, that got done. So let's put some beds. Now all this is doing... more armed intruders. Well, let me finish placing these beds down. We lost 2 more colonists, 3 more. Four. Jeez. 5. 7. Why? You know what? Take me back. Oh, it's not taking me back there because I have that still. See, that's the way this. Yeah, I know there's mildly. I'm not sure what else I can do to make more bottlenecks for the intruders. Because I can't really split the base, you know? Can't tear anything down to rebuild. Now, that's 2 nights in a row that we've had low wind and gotten a little low on power. Now, what is still low on power at this point? Our food is starting to go down. I might, you know, if it drops too much, I will dismantle this dome down here and put a biodome in there. I just have to keep an eye on that. I just don't want to get like close to our goal and then not be able to feed everybody. My hope is every time we sit down and record, I can log out with more people than we started. Low on storage space. I think I'm going to have to start trading metal the next time a trader shows up. Alright, up to 43 bots. I think we're just at that stage of the game now where we do a lot of waiting. Now, if I could have done a better job of clearing ground out here, I could have continued building. Because look, you get around that corner, and there is space for a lot. So, I mean, the only option is I can destroy the storage thing, and we'll lose a lot of that stored food. And I'm a little hesitant to do that. So we're just going to have to play this by ear. But my goal is to get the last milestone on this planet, and then we're going to jump and try to ice planet next. And hopefully we learn from a lot of the mistakes here when it comes down to building that one. But that was a little trickier at the start, just because of the lower resources that you have at the beginning. And so now we're losing bots darn near as fast as we can make them. Now we'll see what he's got. He's got 2 carrier bots. We're going to take both of them. I don't know how much money I have to trade for them, so I'll have to trade metal. And I've got a little bit of cash. Whoop. Held the button down a bit too long. All right, there we go. 2 more bots. So yeah, I'm just still eyeballing to see if there's any other areas that I can. I mean, I could move that laser and possibly fit another building in there. But I'm not sure. And even then I'm not sure what I should fit in there if I do that. And where I can move that laser to. What else could I hook it to? Let's see where else a laser might be able to fit. Can't fit any in the middle here. That'd be nice if I could. I think that one's in a good spot. It's just, I wouldn't mind being able to use that space for something else now. I could stick it out here. I wonder. I don't think anything else is going to fit out here. Yeah. See, it's not letting me. Darn it. And we got a laser over there. I can fit another one here. Not sure if I put one there, is that going to cover? Let's assume that will give us enough coverage to maybe get rid of that one. And if I do get rid of that one, can I fit something else in there? Now, let's see. I know this is going to be a little risky. Especially since it says 90, and it just shot one down, too. Yeah, let's do a save here. And we'll check the trader. What he's got. He's got another robot. Which I'll definitely take that. Wonder if we could fit another laser here. No, like, it looks like it should fit, you know? It kind of bugs me. It looks like you should be able to fit one, and it won't fit. And it's kind of annoying. Yeah, that one only goes that far. And see, this one here covers this whole northern edge of the base, so I don't think I need to get rid of it. Now, since I built this other dorm up here, and we got way better than a 3-to-1 ratio on beds, so I could get rid of All right, 18 beds. If I got rid of that room there, and I built another. But then I have to look at having beds near every area so people don't have far to go to sleep and then make it back to work in the morning. So I got a lot of little dilemmas here. But I could get rid of one of these because it's a lot of beds here in one area and possibly fit another biodome in here. But now we're back over 400 on food. So we're just going to play this by ear. We're going to keep moving forward. And every time we gain a few people, so on the flip side, I was messing around on the ice planet, and I think I found a couple different good landing spots that I'll probably use when we do that. One had an awful lot of flat land. Now, does... Okay, can't do another one there. I'm just wondering, doing more connections, if that helps with things like airflow and maybe giving people shortcuts on the travel. Well, we got another person. We're up to 170. Armed intruder. I was about to say, well, it's about time for an armed intruder to show up now, since we just gained people, so we got to take them away. Yeah, so there we go. It took forever to top the 150 mark and stay there. Now it's going to be the same way with 170. It's going to take us a long time to top it and stay above it. Look, let's look where we're just at decent. I'm trying to increase the robots, but wow, we are losing people like crazy. What was I saying about 170? We're going to be struggling with the 150 mark now. This is really, really kind of getting old. Like, these people are just... They're like, yeah, you were at 170 a second ago. Now we're going to take out 20 of your people at one go. And he's still going. Like, where's my guards? Where are the guards? Is anybody going to take out this intruder? The guy just keeps slaughtering. He just... Look at that. We're down to 145 now. This is ridiculous. Game has it in for me. I might have to just go back and reload that save. Jeez, we lost. Look at that. We went from 170 down to 140. We lost 30 people. And there's still... Well, we're still losing. Yeah, that's ridiculous. We're gonna reload that. I will see you back here in a... Okay, we're back. I'm not gonna take that garbage. That is just a bunch of I don't know if I wanted... Well, what the heck? We'll take those. And we'll check the trading ship. I understand it's a game mechanic, you know, that it happens. But when you come in there and lose 30 people and they're still going, You know, that's just, I don't know. I think that's why you have save points in games. So, because I don't know, you know, unless I mean, obviously I could get rid of this mine, and then I could possibly build another security building over here, or try to make something of a bottleneck. And I think we're going to do that. No, I can't recycle that mine. Why? Because it would split the base, apparently. Yeah, I need to connect. If I do that, then I could probably get rid of that. And then I'm just going to see what we can do about, you know, putting more. Yeah, I'm not sure because those people just went rampant. They were just cruising, taking people out right and left. So I think, yeah, we're going to save periodically, a little more often. Like probably as soon as this sandstorm is done. Now that connection is built, so now I should be able to get rid of this. Should I? No. Come on. Oh boy. No, we can't connect that either. Anti-meteor lasers. Where do we build another laser? You know, I don't even remember where I put the other laser down now. Well, I don't know if I can get rid of that one though. Here's the 170 people now. Probably about time for the intruder to show up. So I'm gonna save real quick before that happens. So that way maybe I can go back and reload. Oh, here it is. Probably saved too late. Let's see if we can take care of them before they kill like 30 people. Killed 4 intruders, and we lost 3. Well, that's certainly better than losing 30 like that other time. That was... But I'm trying to figure out a way to connect some more stuff here. You know what? That panel... No. Why? Because it's saying it would... Oh, jeez. Well, Yeah, I just don't see too much stuff here that I can get rid of. Try to make room for maybe putting some better bottlenecks in so these guys just can't run rampant like they did that other time. Colonist ship, how many did we get? Okay, we're back to 169 now. We're just gonna keep buying robots. So I just bought a robot. Now watch for one to be out of repair. Yeah, I wish I could put another control building down here. I can't fit one. Small group of wounded people. Better not be too big. The last ones took a lot of medical supplies, but I got a lot of medical plants, so we should keep making supplies. Injured miners have paid a lot of money. Now I got 260. I got enough to buy more bots if the guy shows up selling more. We're a little low. Meat is lagging behind. The labs, I think most of my labs are full, though I can't cram more things in there. Oh, see, there we go. There's the robot damaged irreversibly. 2 of them. Seems like every time I buy one, we lose 1 or 2. I don't know where my other labs are. So I'm trying to find them. Yeah, here's one, but it's crammed full of structures as well. I don't know if I could fit another one in there. Let's see. Yes, we can. We fit another tissue thing in there. And probably another one. So, now let's check the other labs out. If I got any room, I could put some more medical supply benches in there. Possibly. This lab's nothing but meat. Right. I don't know why I keep getting low on power right at the beginning of the day. And I've got a lot of stuff down here. And the wounded soldiers paid some pretty good coin. I mean, what the heck? We got enough metal. I could always build another turbine. All right, we're getting more people. I think I'm just gonna do a save every time that happens. And then if we have a fiasco, I can always just reload. Intruders come in and kill 20 people, I'm going to reload. Are there times that you've wished that real life would operate in video game logic? So that you could, like you're getting ready to make like what could be a really disastrous decision. So instead of pulling a, hey, hold my beer moment, you could say, we're low on medical supplies. I'm going to take that risk. Instead of that, you could just like, okay, let me do a save right here. And then I'm going to try this questionable decision. And if it doesn't work out, you just go back and reload. I think of all the things in my life that would have turned out differently if I'd have had that option. But we're not going to go there. That's a whole different discussion. And if you want any more details, just ask my wife. She'll tell you all about it. But, you know, that's what makes life interesting. Let's say that... Let's say that sometimes good judgment comes from wisdom, but sometimes wisdom comes from bad judgment. Now, you want to chalk that up to women's intuition. There's a reason that we paused there for a second. Not that you'll notice it, because, you know, the video is just going to resume. But I just said, oh, just ask my wife. And what happened? She called. But nothing major. But I find that kind of funny. I'm just talking about you and you call. And I'm also looking... Now, I wonder if... How often are people using this airlock? You know, unless I build something else out here, they're not really going to use that. There's interior pathways to get to all these other structures. So I think we're going to take that out because I don't see anybody using it. Unless a bot has to get out there with repair stuff. But I don't know. Ah, here we go. How many are there? 4 of them? And where are the guards? If these people start whacking large numbers, I am going to reload. Because I'm getting rather tired of that. And also YouTube popping up notifications on me in the middle of... How many did we lose? Well, I'm not going to reload on that one. But this is getting just a wee bit annoying. 2 carrier bots. Let's take both of them. We got the money. So we just lost one, but the one we lost was a driller. So, but I really wish I could get rid of this mine here. Maybe. Alright, clicking on the visitor ship. I want to click on the landing pad. Landing pad, and then there. No, see, I'm trying. I was hoping I could connect that. And then another colonist. We're back up to 170. Can I get rid of that mine? That'll maybe give me another connection from this. No. How about all 3 of these mines down here? We got 3 over there. I mean, I could always rebuild more mines in other odd areas. Like I could probably fit another one down here. Let's see. No. Actually, yes, I could fit another one down there. So, I can get rid of some mines. And then if we need more ore, I can always build mines somewhere else. So let's do that. All right, we got rid of those. Now all that does is it possibly lets me do a connection here, which would mean that mine wouldn't be necessary, would it? But it doesn't let me. I'm trying to, you see what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to connect. I'm trying to build connections that allow me to dismantle something without splitting the base. I don't know how many mines I want to get rid of. But we got 3, and I can always build a 4th one up there if I need one. If we notice the ore start getting low, because we got a ton of metal. And we don't really need it. Now let's see. All right, now we can dismantle that mine. All right, now that gives us some space here to play with. I don't know what we're going to do with it yet. But for now, I'm going to buy 2 more bots. We've lost a lot of bots. We were over 40 a while back. And now I just, I've been buying them as fast as I can. Now, we got some space to play with here. I'm thinking I could even maybe do the whole, trick with, the place of mine and try to remove some of the terrain idea. Like, get rid of that. And if it could, then I'd have a little more space to play with over here. But can't slap one down with this stuff here. Well, obviously it'll let me put one. What happens if I do that? It was just showing. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to cancel. Now, so sometimes I've been able to, irradiated people. It's a small group. What the heck? So the other day I was able to kind of remove some of the terrain features by putting mines and then deleting mines. But I think the connector has to go across there better than that. So maybe I'll play with that a little more later. But I'm really just trying to look at, can I put anything else in this spot now? Look at that. Maybe another laser would be good. Meteor impact on the biodome. That kind of sucks. All right, get that back up and running quick. And it look like anybody was in there. Got a laser right here. We just lost somebody due to radiation. Somebody else. But are those the visitors? I think those are the visitors and not our own people. So, like I said, hate to be callous, but better them than us, right? You know what? Let's get rid of this stuff lying around. Unless, well, let that dude come and take it. Alright, let's see if we can build anything else here. If not, I wish we could move that down a little bit, but we definitely couldn't dismantle that and redo it because it'd split the base big time. Unless you can do another one. Like, can you do another airlock over here? No. I could do another airlock there, but not think that's going to do any good. And do we really need more guards? I mean, I could put another Another control building here. And it can only connect there. So at least I know I could fit another building there. Now, maybe I could put another biodome possibly. So we make sure we have enough food as we move forward. Not as much ore left, but I don't know how much metal we're going to need between now and 300 people. And if it gets low, like I said, I can always put another mine up here. Like, colonists have died. 3. From what? The meteor impact on the canteen. Alright, let's see about... Alright, let's put another mine there just to make sure. We're not using that space. We can't put any interior structures up there anyway. So that's not really too important. Now, armed intruders again. Take them out, guards. I forgot to do a recent save, too. Did we get rid of everybody? How many people we lose? Like 3 or 4? We're back down under 170 again. Yeah, it seems like we keep hitting these little goals. And, you know, it's like it's going to be hard to... We got to get more people coming in than going out. Now, visitor. And we're losing robots at an alarming rate now. Faster than we can build them. We're down to 32 bots. And even with these lasers, why are we back down to 60%? Have I lost some engineers, possibly? So we need to check our... look at that. We only got 5 of the 16 guards are armed. So that tells me that we're losing guns. Now, I thought we had some gun... I thought we had some of these buildings making guns. That's semiconductors. Anyway, I'll have to go back through and check the number of, you know, firearms building machines that I have. Because I'm pretty sure I had some. Arms workshop, arms, and 2 semiconductors and 2 arms. So we should be making guns. Guns require... Okay, bioplastic, metal, semiconductor, plus an engineer. And the semiconductors were always running a little low on those. So maybe the space down here, we could start making more semiconductors. Now, also... If this guy's got a gun, we'll buy it. And we'll buy the carrier bot. I'm not going to buy the driller bots. And maybe 2 semiconductors. Let's use up all our coin. And some metal. Now, over here... It looks like there's room to put something there, doesn't it? But I can't fit one there. Can I fit one here? See, we were able to fit other things in here. All right. We can fit a factory here. Let's do that. And let's fill it with making guns. And they'll be right next to the armory, so they won't have far to take the guns to put in storage. Then we can go to that factory at the other end and we can take out the arms manufacturers there and make that thing just make semiconductors total. I think that's what I'm going to do, and I don't care if we're low on storage space. Now, that could be part of my problem is at one point I had like 10 guards armed. So I guess the guns just wear out. Or I wonder if a guard dies and he had a gun on him. The gun doesn't... I think the gun should go back into storage. But maybe it doesn't. Yeah, I don't need any of that. So dismiss that guy. Now... back over 170, so... in fact, I'm just going to do... because I'm expecting the armed intruder to show up any second. I can't be pending metal. I got a ton of metal available. Just get it out there and get it built. We'll get those couple changes made, and I think that might be a good spot to adjourn, but we will see. Alright, I think it's going to get built now. There we go. And it's still not connected to the airlock, so the armed intruders can't get in there. They got to go this way to get there. I definitely want arms workshops. Can I fit 4 of them in here? Yes. So that gives me a gain of 2. Now, I'm going to go up here. I'm going to recycle that. And I want another semiconductor in there. We'll go from there. See if that doesn't produce semiconductors a little faster. And with 4 arms workshops down here and already built and right next to the control building, that should get guns stocked up a little quicker. And we're 174 people. So I think the next couple episodes we can start making that push for 200. And who knows how long it'll take us to get to 3. But I think it'll happen. We got enough beds for everybody. It's just right now our main concern is food growing. I cleared some space for another dome down here and ended up not putting a food dome. So now the next option is a different place to put that telescope. And I think we can probably move the telescope and put another dome in there. Like, let's see if we can do that. Yes, we can move the radio antenna. We just, won't have it for a little while. But now we got room for a big, giant food dome. We can grow all kinds of food. And we're going to be good to freaking go now. So let's put another radio antenna in over here. All right. Now we're good with that. Now let's we're gonna put a big food dome right here. As soon as they move all the metal. I could just recycle it because I got plenty. But we're running a little lower on ore. So another mine might be in order. And I'm not sure where I could fit one in. If I can fit one over here or something. Well, I can. Alright, we'll do that. We got the radio antenna back. We got space for another building. Armed intruders have shown up. How many? 2, 3. Take them out. 4. Oh, come on, man. We lost one guy. We've killed 3 of the intruders. We've killed all 4 intruders. We lost 1 dude. Well, I hate losing dudes, but, you know, I can deal with that. Somebody gonna get rid of that? Yes, sir. Alright. Big dome. Going in right there. We're going to grow a bunch more food. I wish they would stop. I wonder if there's a setting in YouTube not to interrupt games. Like, don't give me push notifications when I'm in a game. That's a minor annoyance. We'll call it a first world problem. Dismiss that dude. We're going to get this built. We're going to lay some vegetable pads down. And possibly some more starch. We're just not making a lot of bioplastic. Got plenty of metal. But that should get us, because we got enough beds. Got enough power generation. And if we can start growing enough food, we'll be good for that push to 300. We got plenty of places for people to sleep. We'll have plenty for them to eat. And we should be good at that point. As long as we keep this decent or higher. And it's fluctuating a lot. It's, you know... But I think getting it up higher is going to be like, look at that bot number. We were over 40 bots not long ago, and now we're down to 29. When, if we can get more bots, another trader, does he got more carrier bots? Yes, he does. And if I got enough money for him, well, it's no problem. I'll just keep trading metal. Although our metal stocks have dropped a little bit. I got medicinal plants as well. Alright. Of course, that's just because I got all of it going toward this dome here. Anyway, that's... I think... a good spot to call it for now, unless I want to wait for this biodome to get built. There's enough bioplastic to go toward it. There's another one, needs 2 more, 2 more. One more. And there it is. We're going to get another farm. All right, going to get some food going in there. And obviously we're going to start making some guns here. So hopefully we can get some stored up here. And let's check the other trader before we bug out. We'll take another carrier bot. All right, now we got this. She's not quite full of oxygen yet. Come on, come on. All right, let's figure out what we're going to put. Obviously, we're going to have some more starch. And let's put... there you go, lettuce, onions, and radishes. Maybe a mushroom. And I don't know if we want to put a tree in there. Just see if it makes them happier. And I'll leave the rest of the dome for future use in case I still need to add more. But for now, I think that sets us up pretty good. Now with that, we're gonna sign off for now. So I hope you found this video useful or entertaining or helpful. If anything, if you've watched all of these, you can see a lot of mistakes to learn from. And if that's the case, just leave a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you the next time.